At Psych2Go, our mission is simple: to raise awareness about mental health by presenting psychological topics in a way that feels real, relatable, and deeply human. If our content touches you, please consider sharing it with someone who may need it most. Now, let me ask you something. What if the people meant to love us the most are the ones who hurt us the deepest? Children should grow up expecting love, care, safety, especially from their parents. But what happens when those same parents become the source of emotional pain? How would you feel if I told you that in 2008, the Administration of Children and Families in the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services reported that over 50,000 children were officially documented as victims of emotional abuse? Whether words are said in anger or carelessness, their impact can last a moment or a lifetime, especially when those words come from the people we look up to most, our parents. The way a parent speaks to their child, the way they behave around them, it builds the foundation of that child's self-worth, their confidence, their view of the world. So, how do you recognize when a parent is toxic? Here are 8 phrases toxic parents say that can shatter a child's world. 1. Offensive remarks about appearance. You're ugly, too fat, too skinny, your hair is disgusting. Words like these don't just bruise the ego, they break the soul. Children begin to internalize these insults, turning them into lifelong insecurities. This can lead to body image issues, anxiety, even eating disorders. A parent's voice should teach a child to love themselves, just as they are, not shrink in shame. 2. Provocative or mocking questions. Why do you act like that? Why do you walk like that? Why do you chew that way? Why do you talk like that? Sarcasm or ridicule, even when unintentional, makes a child question their identity. They begin to believe that simply being themselves is wrong, and this belief can follow them into adulthood, making them afraid to be seen, afraid to be heard. 3. Selfish, devastating wishes. I wish you were never born. I should have aborted you. I regret having you. These words, they don't just sting. They erase a child's sense of worth. They whisper lies like, you don't belong. You don't deserve to exist. Statements like these can push a child towards self-harm or early depression. No child deserves to feel like a mistake. 4. Making the child feel like a burden. You cost me too much. You exhaust me. Taking care of you is too hard. When a child hears this, they start to hide their emotions, their needs, their very presence, just to avoid upsetting the one person they long for comfort from. According to Nemours, a leading children's health system, a lack of love or affection can lead some children down dark paths, stealing, aggression, or emotional detachment. 5. Unhealthy comparisons. Why aren't you like your brother? Your cousin is better than you. Other kids make their parents proud. This crushes a child's confidence. It tells them they'll never be enough, no matter how hard they try. It also breeds resentment among siblings, turning potential best friends into rivals. Every child deserves the freedom to build their own identity without being measured against someone else. 6. Verbal abuse. You're stupid. You're useless. You'll never succeed. These aren't just harsh words. They're emotional weapons. They can make a child feel powerless, broken, invisible. Instead, parents should be their child's biggest believer, not their loudest critic. 7. Threatening abandonment. I'll leave you. You'll wake up and I'll be gone. I'll disappear forever. These threats plant a seed of fear deep inside a child's heart. The fear that love is conditional and will vanish the moment they slip up. This leads to abandonment issues in adulthood, making it hard to trust, hard to feel safe in relationships. 8. Empty promises. If you do this, I'll buy you that. I'll take you there next time, but that next time never comes. Broken promises lead to broken trust, and when trust is shattered early in life, it becomes nearly impossible to rebuild later on. Let's be honest, words aren't just sounds. They're emotional blueprints. They shape who we are, what we believe, and how we see ourselves. Childhood is sacred. It lays the foundation of our personality, behavior, and emotional core. Have you, or someone you love, been affected by words like these? If so, know that you're not alone. Please share this video, not just for awareness, but for healing, for hope, and for change. If you believe in our mission, subscribe to Psych 2. Go for more heartfelt and insightful psychology content. And as always, thank you for watching and for feeling this with us.